Okay, guys. I made a new card from a Crazy 8 thing. It's just all discarded cards that nobody wanted, and I made a nice little pile. And I guess the message today, and mind you guys, I'm a healthcare worker, okay? Most of the stuff I get are from people that are passed. And then, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I put my ship there. Somebody's ships are sailing. They're gone. They're sailing, they're going to be gone. It's just what it is. As much as someone tries to save something, they cannot save what they have broken. What is broke? Because timelines are very important in this energy. If you let timelines dwindle down to nothing, and then you ignore time and mock time. It's somebody that has mocked time in general. They mock it. They just treat it like it's worth nothing. And if you mock time and you mock Father Time, I call him Father Time. The thing is Father Time shows you who they are. Father Time always shows what they are. Always. Anyways, this obviously judgment was called because it wouldn't have got this far to where it got to me. It wouldn't be. But this was a person. I'll put my glasses back on. I don't know. I can't even get my TV to work. The audio's all messed up, so it's okay. Sometimes it's better to sit in silence. But anyways, let's pull out a card. I was going to get a shuffler. Someone is living in chaos. Okay. I just did this here. They're living in chaos. Infinity symbol. I put this there because of infinity symbol. They're living in chaos, y'all. And I'm just grabbing from here. And in this, some of this came out. I just did these. It says judgment, God's court. It's judgment in God's court, okay? Something in judgment in God's court was called on this person. Called. And then we got judgment review. Alright, this is a very interesting energy. And then we got family. I just cut the deck here. Family and family, love, and spiritual court justice. So someone's family was here, and then here, came up here. Being knocked from grace. Alright, someone is being knocked from grace. Alright, I'm gonna probably have to go by and fix these cards again. Alright, what else do we got? Spirit. I'm going to do the bottom card this time. Alright, and someone is balancing life. Okay. They're trying to balance their life. Trying to balance their life. I'll probably fix these cards later, guys. And then we got reflecting. They're reflecting in their past. Because God is... That's it. God said what it... God said. God was... I said what I said. That is what is... It gives my head that song. I said what I said. I can't think of what rapper sings that, guys. God's judgment. Oh, God. God has put judgment on somebody himself. And then we have a divine abundance coming to somebody. Right, that is the opening thing. Yeah, this is pretty damn heavy. I'm going to probably have to fix these cards. Sometimes this happens when you make homemade cards. And you know, if you have kids at the house and you're a tarot card reader, start recycling those. You know, I mean, why not? Cards are cards, right, guys? Cards are cards. Alright, just like these. I just do these, yeah. Okay, let's see what else is going on here, because that's pretty hot. That's a pretty harsh judgment from God's court. What happened, Spirit, to get that kind of a judgment? Alright, we got Divine Masculine. Alright, we got some Divine Masculine is involved in this, all this mess. I just report it, guys. That's it. Alright, now I'm gonna pick another one out of here. Oh my god. Vibration protection things. Spying on you. Alright, a Divine Masculine is spying on you. That's what we got so far. And there's something about this Divine Court. God probably showed them, in all honesty, they probably had a dream. That's how it came to me when God says stuff, it's through my dreams. God showed them most likely through a dream. And then we got walking towards disaster. This Divine Masculine is walking towards disaster. Got that. Seems like they're running an idiot energy to me, guys. You know, that's how devil energy is. I'm not afraid of devil energy. I'm not afraid of demons. I see dead people, but honestly, it feels like they're just walking in disaster and just being a real idiot, if you know what I mean. We got final betrayal is the icing on the cake. Alright, so there's a final betrayal going on here. That was the icing on the cake, and God said that was it. God said that was it. I mean, it doesn't necessarily, it could be something they did after they left you. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. If God is protecting and returning bad energy. Alright, so whatever they're doing with evil eye, or maybe they're doing actual rituals, I don't know. Either way, what energy is being sent that's bad to you is being sent right back to this Divine Masculine. Right back. Because you're not doing anything. You haven't done anything. And then I just got this here and this here. Attitude left you sour and you're detached. Whoever did this, your attitude was just sour. So you automatically detached. And then we have love is sacrificed. I got that from just cutting the deck. Wow. That's a lot, guys. That's a lot. I'm just trying to figure out this energy, guys. It's almost like, it reminds me of if you're waiting on death. This reminds me of waiting on death, but someone that's afraid of death. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid of death. I enjoy it. Oh my god, now we got the devil card, the spider. Here's the devil's coming towards them. I kept saying waiting on death, and then the devil comes. Okay, well, someone's waiting. The devil is coming towards them, and they feel like death is coming towards them. You could call it the Grim Reaper if you're afraid of the Grim Reaper or whatever. But death to this relationship is coming. That is the in this card deck I ordered for my grandson to learn his numbers and crap like that. That is, I call that the devil card, the big black spider. Okay, I know it's crazy. I know, trust me. Sometimes I worry about my own sanity at times. But let's go through this one because this has a lot of my karma stuff in it. Alright, what's the karma in this person's spirit that they're worried about, and the devil is apparently coming towards them? They feel death of their life is coming towards them. Death of happiness. Death to everything. Maybe they're overthinking this, and these two just flew out. Okay. Karma brings abundance to somebody, okay? Alright, karma's bringing abundance. It's not terrible. We got moon energy. Oh god. I don't know why this is so terrible. I mean, I've had karma bring me stuff and it wasn't bad. I guess if you're on the wrong side of this, maybe. And then we got karma takes financial abundance and sexual freedom, receiving losses. Okay. So someone's gaining and someone's losing. That's it. And they're losing sexual freedom on top of that. Maybe they were one of these people that like to sleep around with a lot of people. I don't know. I get that feeling that they were like, they needed many partners to satisfy themselves. I got my, I got my sword with the cross on it because it's such a heavy reading. Such a heavy reading, guys. This reading is like, it's deep. Alright, and then there's new plans. Someone's making new plans, okay? I don't see what's wrong with new plans, but we'll see. What's up with new plans? What is up with the new plans? Oh, we got your person wants to use your resources. Okay, their new plans are they want to use your resources. Okay, maybe that's why they feel death is coming. But you know what? They left you sour. I don't see how. Then we got your person wants revenge. This has to be. I mean, how are you responsible for karma? Riddle me that. How are you responsible for karma, guys? I mean, then this one flew out. Truth brings bad karma. Okay, truth came out. How is that anybody's fault? How was that anybody's fault that the truth was brought out? How? I don't understand that. Have that make any sense? Love is abused. Okay, they abused love. This person has problems, I tell you. This person has problems all over town and bad credit with, I think, every deity on earth, okay? In heaven and everywhere. I believe they do. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Let's go with this Crazy Eights game. Crazy Eights seem to tell us here. Tell us a little more. What is their motives and intentions here? Okay. I have to redo some of these guys, but this is cycle ended, okay? It didn't completely dry. And then we got family love again. Okay, so the family is united because the cycle is ended. Why is this affecting this person so bad that their families gathered around them? Please tell me. Okay, they're hiding a new lover. Okay. They're hiding a new lover, their cycle is ended, and we got family love. How does that affect my collective? That is kind of what I'd like to know, how it affects you. Okay, you're finding peace. You're finding peace. You got family love, and your cycle is ended, and they're hiding a new lover. That is crazy. That is really, really crazy. Crazy. Alright. I'm going to ask these cards to give us some more input before I get to my love oracle cards. The love The love boat. See, their boats are going. Their boats is leaving. The boats is leaving, but they're hiding their new lover in the love boat. I mean, maybe that. I mean, if they do find a new lover after leaving you, which I do feel this is what happened, and they were hiding this lover, and maybe they're hiding a lover from another lover. I mean, that's. If this is the kind of love drama they want in their life, this is not a way to live, y'all. It is not a way to live. It's not. Alright, we got relationship of many pauses leading to betrayal. Alright, so there was a relationship of many pauses that just led to betrayal. Maybe the person that left you fucked over their person. Putting it blunt there. Maybe they did the same thing to them that was done unto you. Because they said, you know, I don't even love this person like that. I got caught cheating. Why am I here? Alright, we got change comes from being loyal and having self-love. Okay, well, somebody changed because they got self-love through this whole relationship. Maybe the third party got self-love, or maybe you just did. I mean, hopefully the third party gets self-love. I don't hate anybody, guys, and I don't suggest any of you guys to hate anybody because God weighs your heart. God weighs your heart. And if you have hate in your heart, it's a strike against you. I mean, if someone left you for someone else, they gained all your problems. They gained all of your problems. Remember that, guys. Then we got trying to test the waters. Alright, this person was trying to test the waters. Somehow, somewhere, this person was out there testing waters, okay? Maybe they're a sex addict. Maybe that's what and they don't really want to admit to it, but they need help. They can't, I feel like they can't be by themselves, okay? That's what I'm feeling. Securing your blood through light and dark. Alright, so you literally are a magician magic. You just alchemize it. You're an alchemizer. You're a magician magic. You've alchemized this entire situation and you said, what is. And then maybe some of you believe in God and you're natural alchemizers, so God's judgment was made, your heart was weighed, their heart was weighed, everybody's heart was just weighed. You know, it's just like when the truck drivers go and get their trucks weighed, and they were weighed with deceit on this Gemini. See, it's not Gemini. God, I'm so tired, guys. I've worked so many hours in a row, but in this crazy ass season, their hearts were weighed. Alright, yours came out of the review. Alright, now they're stolen money. Either they took money from you or the third party. One of the two. But you know what? Whatever was taken will be returned. If they took money from you, it will return on back to you. You must have faith that things are going to come back that got taken. Alright, oh jeez, I cut the deck here. Alright, this just wants to come out. Third party interference, and then we got judgment leads to lost opportunities in love, okay? So, the third party got a third party. The third party got a third party interference. Now they know how you felt. The third party is dealing with the third party. Now that shit's funny. I'm not gonna lie, that shit's funny. The third party got a third party. Karma's delivering lessons to bring balance in life. Maybe that's part of the lesson. Maybe the third party's karma was this person would find someone else. Maybe that was the lesson. That they were not the top of the food chain. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. And then we got dirty money. Dirty money is just, it could be money that they did not earn. Dirty money is money. When I write this and I think of these, it's money you did not earn that was not supposed to be in your possession for whatever shape or form. Anybody could have dirty money in my head. It could be something that you took because you didn't deserve something after someone died or some shit like that too. And then we have false promises. Third party got false promises. Maybe I'll call this the third party got played. The third party got played. The third party got played. Lord have mercy. Hey, you know, you play with fire, you get fire. I don't know. Alright, let's... I'm looking for my one cards that I like a lot. You guys know what they are. My pretty flower ones. Where's the pretty flower ones? What are you flower ones? Alright. I know today I'm feeling very frisky and happy. I'm in a very good, happy vibe, guys. Happy vibe. Let me look for my happy cows. The happy cows. Oh, here they are, y'all. Here they are, y'all. Here they are, y'all. Happy, happy dollars, y'all. Alright. Tell me how the third party got played with a third party. Now, this is why I let things come to me, guys. Let love come to you. If there's another woman involved and they haven't closed out a cycle, I don't care how sexy they are. I don't care. I don't give a damn. I don't care if they're Brad Pitt or some shit like that. Don't go near it. Don't go near it, y'all. That's the problem. Well, you don't know when a cycle's fully ended. You don't. Alright, we got Cupid's arrow. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation. Struck by love. Alright, so your person was hit by Cupid's arrow while they were in a relationship with the third party. And they feel like they're reliving the past in this warship. They know your ass ain't coming back. They know your ass ain't coming back. They know. They know. They know, they know, they know. Alright, then we got this person was distracted, sidetracked, change, and delays. Alright. We got distracted. So this person just ran into someone they just loved. They feel like they're in love with. And they feel like the third party thing with you and all these towers and karma kind of hit them like, I don't know, like the wrath of God is coming to my head. They feel like you guys were like the wrath of God and this third party was their punishment and they've blamed the third party the entire relationship. So I think it was doomed from the start. Broken mirrors, damn. Shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. This third party is shattered. After they did all that work, and it could have been what they've been with them for a year. They could have been with them for 2 years. But this person found a way to that they don't need this third party anymore. And they just want to find somebody else that they get along with, that they can actually love, that they don't have drama with. They feel that it would be better to be with you, but they don't think it's ever going to work out with you at the same time, guys. So they're not even going to try. And then we got passion. There's insane chemistry with the new third party. And they got sparks and having fun, equal interest, and burning desire. They got passion for this new person. They really do. They feel like this person rejuvenates them in some way, shape, or form. Maybe that's the person they were always looking for. Maybe God was trying to get them to see that they needed to go on a whole new path. Because when God's judgment's done and they do something bad and they leave you and you're hurt and you heal, it doesn't necessarily mean God's directing them right back to you. Sometimes God's directing them right back to someone else. And then this is a karmic relationship. It's resentments and triggers, perception and intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. Alright, when they left you for this third party, it was a karmic lesson. It was a karmic relationship. And they're letting it go. They're letting the karmic go. I mean, they might try to get back together with you, but for some of you, they left them for another third party, maybe for a fling. We can't ever say that we're the last person that someone's going to sleep with. We can never say that. This is why I don't like getting in relationships, y'all. They're complicated. They say sex really doesn't matter, but sex does matter sometimes, and it's just real complicating. And then we got beauty. Charming, graceful, and kind-hearted. This person's pretty, and they're charming, graceful, and kind-hearted. Maybe they're arguing a lot with that third party to find beauty in another connection. I mean, a lot of good cards is coming out. I mean, maybe this is their person. I mean, I'm kind of happy for them if it is. And then we got an apology. Forgiveness, return, sorry. Okay, this one wanted to... I'm just on here just picking cards, looking at you guys. Yeah, this is... Some of them, they want to apologize. You know? Maybe they want to come back for a percentage of you, but for another percentage of you, I feel that this is the end of the road for them, and I want to move on. They want to move on to something that they could just start over and take that fool's journey, take their lessons, put it in a bag, and not have to deal with you or their karmic relation. Because the person they're with, they left you for, is always going to be the karmic. They're always going to be the karmic, you know what I mean? And how could you move on from that? Then we got the Phoenix, new phase and rekindle, renew and growth, unchanged, changed mind, rise from the ashes. Alright, well, they're apologizing because some of you guys became a phoenix. You rose from the ashes, so they're going to try to apologize. Some of you, this new love could be you. It could be you. Maybe maybe for a percentage of you, they're coming back. Maybe this is what this is. Maybe some of them really want to come back. And they're maybe going to try. And they're just trying to find out a good time. Wedding rings. I never had so many positive cards come out in a while. We got wedding rings. Reunion and marriage. Soul connection. Everlasting love and devotion. Maybe they're realizing that maybe the person that ghosted you is realizing they should have married you. Maybe that's what it is. And they're coming out just like a phoenix. They've been burned so bad, they've learned their lesson. And they're leaving whoever behind, but you got to accept what happened in the past and move to the future. And I got longing. None of these are horrible cards here. Craving, aching, and wanting. They're longing for some of you guys. Maybe they're trying to hang on to a day they can apologize. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I mean, I would use your discernment and stuff because... Okay, these two fell out, guys. We got poker face, taking a chance, risks and options, not showing hand and gambling. Alright, if you are planning to go back to this person, show your poker face. Or maybe they're going to show their poker face. I don't know. Maybe both of you should have the poker face. And then shallow. Alright, some of you, it's going to feel hollow, empty, and you may be bored of it. You might feel like it's a shallow connection at this time. For some of you. For some of you, it might end up being like that. I'm not going to lie. I don't like to lie. You might feel like it's just something you don't want no more. And then you got a healing heart. Healing heartbreak, toxicity or addiction, abusive relationship. I mean, they may have pushed you so hard that you had to heal your heart. They may have pushed you to the point of having to heal your heart. For some of you. For some of you, this might be how it had to be. I don't know. Oh, guys. I'm just a card person. We got coffee cup. We got meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building a friendship. They just might want to start out with building a friendship with you guys. You mean they do. There's love. I feel love for you. And I feel a lot of regret with this third party. I mean, they want to leave this third party for another person, which would technically make the next person a third party. So they either want to make you a third party or go get someone else and get a whole new third party. I don't know. That's what the message I'm getting, guys. That is what I'm getting. I can only tell you what I hear in my head. And then we got clock. Needing time. Cycles and taking time. Time to heal and progressing. Alright, they need time. Maybe that's why they want to meet up with this coffee. And talk about building a friendship because they need time. Maybe time is a factor for them right now. Okay. And then we got bitterness and it came out and abandon came out in reverse. Alright. Let me see if everything's... Okay, everything's in reverse. Okay, let's not take these. There. I don't usually take these in reverse. But we got bitterness, resentment, anger, and hurtful words. Alright. Maybe that's how you guys felt. And then abandon. You felt somebody left out, walked out, left you in the cold. Maybe that's how you feel. Maybe that's the state of your affairs. I mean, and if it is, I can see why y'all feel this way. I can see. And then you got self-indulgence, self-worth and value, time to heal. You guys healed. You did the only thing you could do. Heal. I mean, and there's been distance, separation, space and blockage, and there's abandon again. So there's been distance in this relationship. So I don't see how it could be friendly. And then we got divine masculine again. This is a divine masculine that did all this to you. They just forced you into this whole healing. And then love call. And then this keeps coming up, abandon and love call. Yeah. I don't know, guys. It keeps repeating now. Silence. There's been a long time of not speaking to this person, guys. There has been a long time we didn't speak to this, and then Cupid's arrow fell on the floor. When things fall on the floor, it's no accident. Maybe the arrow didn't hit you. Maybe the arrow fell on the floor before it hit you. I don't know. This is just what I'm getting, guys. I don't know. It's up to you. Take it slow. But what once was taken, another will be replaced, and this is fact. I'm not speaking in riddles. I'm just speaking in facts. If you feel like something once was taken away and you felt shitty this entire time, something else will replace what was taken from you. That's how it always goes. I'm going to read from this daily devotional. It's a New Testament. And it has 365 daily readings. I don't know which day I'm going to put it. I'm just going to kind of go on a day, y'all. Just going to go on a day. Alright. It doesn't matter. It says August 22nd or August 12th. Maybe something happened on August 12th. Maybe that's someone's birthday or around their birthday, or maybe it's something that happened. Alright, and then it has a whole bunch of stuff here. So, I'm going to go ahead and read to you from this because I feel that cycle ended. I feel like I need to read to you. I don't know. Alright, we have here. Conversation is designed to help this woman see the realities of heaven, despite the realities of her sin and shame. Gospel is not abstract or impractical. It is for real people living an everyday situation. The woman was shocked that a Jewish man would speak openly to Samaritan woman. Here Jesus confronts racism and sexism. He has come, as the old hymn says, to make his blessings flow far as the curse is found. Then we have Titus 3, and it's verses 1 through 3. Remind them to be submissive to rulers and authorities, to be obedient, to be ready for every good work, to speak evil of no one, to avoid quarreling, to be gentle and show perfect courtesy towards all people. For we ourselves were once foolish, disobedient, led astray, slaves to various passions and pleasures, passing our days in malice and envy, hated by others, hating one another. I don't know, it kind of fits this reading, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It says reflection. There are often overlooked evidences of gospel change are submissiveness, Titus 3 through 1, kindness in speech, and humility. These are qualities qualities demonstrated more in the home than on the stage. If the gospel has not transformed us in these areas, we cannot claim to know anything of its power. And then it says, John 1, 3, 16, 24, James 1, 26, 27, 3 through 3, and then 6 through 12. Again, Paul is making direct contract. We're going to go through all this here. Christ's disciples are submissive rather than insubordinate, gentle and courteous. So they're submissive. Alright, rather than evil beasts and detestable, ready for every good work, rather than unfit for them, they avoid quarreling, rather than quarreling about the law. This is the fruit produced by the gospel of grace. And then, I guess, be submissive, which if there's a lot, like if someone says something and you could fight about it and you know you're going to lose, or just say, I'm just going to give in and listen to the law and move about your life. That's what I got from it. It says, O Lord, you have brought up my soul from Sheol. You restored me to life among those who go down to the pit. Then it says thoughts for prayer. Eternal life is already underway for the disciple Jesus. Please praise God for the beginning this work in your life and ask Him to cause it to make a difference in the way you live today. Alright, well, I guess take this experience and cause it to the way you live today. Are you going to let this third party make you crazy, or are you going to just feel bad? I kind of feel bad for the third party that this person got another third party, honestly. I do. I do, because they didn't get a prize, guys. They didn't. They didn't. And I'm going to ask for clarification from these, the ones that I didn't make. These are more, I like to think of my toxic, right? What did they gain from the union, the third party? Because I know everybody gets upset about the third party because they're healing, and I get it, guys. They got the third party, your person, when they got to with your person after they left and thought your person was everything in, like, sliced apple pie. We got, it's too much, overstimulated and panic. They got overstimulated by your person. This is what the third party got, guys. They got overstimulated by your person. They had to pick up the pieces from your person. I mean, I think we all forget. If your person overstimulated you and made you crazy, but it was your person, they're going to do the same thing to the next person. And then we got universe don't take X back requests. Stop manifesting their return. This is what the third party got. They kept talking about you. This is what the third party experienced. Them talking about how great you are, and they're sitting there, maybe buying them food. Maybe they got a nice place to stay. Maybe they even got them a car, and they're talking about you. I mean, to me, that sounds kind of shitty. You put all that money and effort into somebody, and they're talking about all that crazy stuff. I mean, I would be upset. And then they got the honeymoon phase. Okay, they did get a honeymoon phase, but guys, you cannot... For a little bit, it probably was good, their relationship. Probably it was good for a little bit. Because we all know the honeymoon phase. You fell in love with your person through the honeymoon phase. Okay? But after that honeymoon phase, game on. Game on. Alright, we got today. Good vibes, present in the moment. Okay, during this honeymoon phase, it was good. It was good vibes. So, that was it. But this was what was underneath it all. And we'll go a couple more cards. You know, obviously they got another third party on them because the honeymoon phase is over, guys. And then we got a poker face. They gave them a poker face. Poker face came out when they wanted to meet with you a coffee. Again, poker face. Beware of hidden intentions. This is what they got after the honeymoon phase. They got a poker face. Maybe after they bought them a car and a bunch of stuff. They got a poker face. Yeah. And now I cut the deck. Love story, a trend chaser. So they probably bought him a lot of nice clothes or whatever. And expensive food and a love story once upon a time. Yeah. And then we said here, and then I'll hear, God didn't ghost you. He blocked him for you. And this just all came here. I read all this, guys. Protection, divine timing, redirection. A desire for freedom leads to running away again. This was their thing. A desire for freedom makes them run away again. This is what the third party got. So my question is, did they really win? Did the third party really win? I don't think they did, because your ass is healed. You're doing great. You're moving on. They're being blamed because they can't get back together with you. They're all alone, probably being called an idiot because they literally directly took them from you, and then they want to come back to you, and then if you don't go back to them, they're just going to go back to someone else. This is how this runs, guys. There's no peace in love and war. There is no peace in love and war. None. So, I think that just about ends this reading. I was going to do a game, but we're going to leave it like that. And I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.